Alright, so... Oh. What have I done since last time? I've done research. That's what I've done. I spent a good bit of time. I haven't done any more progress with the buildings like I said I would, because I did research and found out something that sounds really stupid but will make more sense later. Now, last stream I made a statement that I will go back on, which is that we're about as strong as I believe we can possibly get until we do two final things. That was very incorrect. It turns out I was very much forgetting a couple of mods. One of which we'll be doing today, which is Astral Sorcery. Now, I want to explain why I didn't think about this mod. Because, again, there's no real good argument as to why I forgot it, but I did. But the statement I'll make is that back when I played with Astral Sorcery myself quite a ways back, it was significantly weaker in comparison to what it is apparently now. So I will very happily eat my words in the fact that it is definitely got some quite strong availabilities to it. Now, we're going to be going through as much of it as I can understand and remember from my research today as possible. And to start off with is the Astral Tome. Now, that's a very simple recipe. It's a book with aquamarine. Aquamarine is paper surrounding an parchment is just aquamarine surrounded by paper. Nice, simple. I'm just touching this up, don't mind it. And that gets us the initial stuff. Now, we've been collecting a bunch of these constellations kind of all the way through. Not with really any good sense of understanding of what the hell they are yet, though. Now, I will very openly state I'm going to probably have to travel quite a bit now to actually get into this mod, because in the simplest sense, this mod is actually... I remembered it being cool. I don't remember it being as strong as it is, but I will admit, though, like, it always was... One of the weaknesses of it in my eyes was how gated it was at specific points. However, apparently one of the biggest things that gated it has actually been changed, is that the main resource for getting into it no longer requires, I think it's diamond level mining. You actually can do it with iron, which basically means that you could theoretically get into this actually fairly early on in the game. So, first things first, what we're going to want to do is we're going to try and see if I can remember if we've found one near-ish. Where is some good mountains? Trying to think if there's any specific areas that are actually really good for this that I have come across. Good lord, I hate how laggy this map is. Maybe around here. Yeah, this looks like there's probably at least one of the altars in this area. So what waypoint? Jar, okay. So we're going to go search for basically the stuff that's required to really get into this. jar. Gerbinks? No. Sorry. Saw a meme the other day about Obi-Wan having a nightmare about Jar Jar Binks, and now it's stuck in my head. Cool. So this is it here. So first of all, good lord, there is actually quite a bit of water. There we go. Boom. So, ooh. Game, you're gonna respond this time. It's been getting worse and worse, but again, like we're in a new area now, so loading chunks be quite spicy. There is nothing there. Okay, well we're gonna keep that one to the side. I need to go and get the ones that I have found. I can't remember where I've left them. Anyway, so there's our first thing that we need. Well, outside of the book, obviously. So the tome here is got your research and your constellations. These are the ones that, again, like we've found so far. Is these 5. These are your 5 basic constellations. And then there's discovery. So if you double click or you scroll in, you get the basic information. So what we're going to need is these 2 things here. Just going to do that now. So first of all, to get into it, no, that's not what I want. We want a crafting table, and we'll put it right underneath there. Now, boom, I've already unlocked the next section because that's that easy. I'm just that good, clearly. This mod has some pretty easy ways of fast tracking the progression, especially at the stage that we're at. We're going to use that because there's a lot that we need to do. So now I need the resonating wand, which is again pretty cheap. Need an ender pearl. Some marble. Which type of marble was it again? It's just the basic one. 2 of those. And then some aquamarine. Now I'm just going to grab my philosopher's stone out of there so I can easily craft while we're here. I should mention this table does actually function as a crafting table, like a normal one, if you so intend it. It's kind of weird that it clicks that fast. It's funny. Alright. So, the big thing about this mod, and this may seem quite obvious when you really think about a mod called Astral Sorcery, is that we're going to need a lot of the moon and such. It is very, very key to getting everything done in this mod. Now, the next area does not offer what we want. It's the stage after this. I'm sure, again, if anyone does understand this mod, they've already probably clicked as to what I'm going after. So we do need to use... So we need to get liquid starlight again, so that means we need a light well. Which means I need to go find some rock crystal. don't think I've got rock crystal back at my base, which reminds me, waystone. Oh, bloody hell, we've got some very loud neighbors, it seems. We're going to do this for now, however, I will be getting rid of this soon enough. Oh, by the way, found out about this. Yeah, you can get your glowstone from these. Kind of wish I knew that, however, I'd also mentioned that there wasn't one of these too close to my base from memory. No, doesn't seem like there's any close to my base, but again, would have been easier to traverse the terrain than to go to the nether. Okay, so home. Now we check for rock crystals and these. So I've got only 2 of those. I have to sort that out later. Well, either way, what we're going to need is going to be really frustrating to obtain. By the way, if you shift click with this, you can actually put in like your constellation papers. These are important, by the way. And as you can see from this, it's a long time till I can actually get more constellation papers. Just a second. Which is actually not good at all. Just realized. Seems to only produce that one. Yeah, it's because I need to... Don't understand that one yet. I'm wondering if they're in my other bag. Because if they're there, then I'm set. If they're not, then I'm kind of screwed. Hell yeah. They are. I really need to clear this out at some point, good lord. I promise I will actually get that done. Cool, so that's the 5 base, though. I'm just going to toss those in there, fuck it. And I'm assuming there's no crystals in there? No. Okay, so we're going to go on a hunt for crystals. Now, these crystals are a little annoying for one trait of their obtainability. So we're going to get our catalyst out. And you see, so we're at Y10, which is not a bad place to be mining it. However, we don't want to be mining at such a high level. No, no, no. We want to be mining much, much lower. So we're going to charge up as per our good usual. Because, so these do have an EMC value, but that's not going to benefit me that much. And it seemed we got any there, which is quite annoying. If I remember correctly, Bedrock doesn't have a, yeah, doesn't need a light source. And we don't care about lava, so we're actually really set. So what we're looking for is I'll grab some of that as we go. Single white block. White ore like block. Whoops. I actually want that book back, thanks. Now, the ore that we're looking for spawns basically on bedrock. Now, I'm hoping it doesn't have any issues because we've got a flat bedrock mod in, I believe. While I'm here, I'm just gonna drop off some stuff. No, that's not it. The problem as well, as you might understand, it is kind of on the rare side. So this used to be locked behind diamond mining as well, which made it just absolutely horrendous. But I believe now it should be iron. There is an easy way to find this, but we need some of it to get started. Ooh. No, not there. Now this gravel's in the way. It's gonna be real frustrating to find this, right? I'm keeping the iron ore because that's actually going to be useful for this mod as well. But I'm not going to, like, actively seek it out. Again, we're looking for very specific stuff. I'm hoping, again, there's no issues with it because, you know, we just happen to have flat bedrock. Because it's supposed to be spawning on bedrock. No. That feeling when iron ore is more valuable than diamonds in my eyes. No, it doesn't seem like there's anything useful there. Oh. I've lost my way. They have found me wet. I'm hoping there didn't happen to be a crystal in there. Hmm. Actually, that's a good point. I'm just going to double check. So it has an EMC value of 256. So maybe using a divining rod will help. Probably not, but you can always hope. Well, that really doesn't help. Come on. It can't be this impossible to find. I must be doing something wrong. Shall we look at the book and see what I've done wrong? No, that's not what we want. By the way, there is a lot of cute lore and stuff like that in here. Deep underground near bedrock, the intense pressure can blah blah blah. These crystals have been... Holding a resonating wand. Oh, I can do it with this. Okay, give me a sec. There we go. That's what I'm asking for. Baba Booey. So how does this handle rock crystals? Because that's... So it just gives me a very raw one. Okay. A non-statted one. So I'll still have to probably go find a few at some point, but that is for future endeavors. For now, yes, this doesn't look pretty, but it'll do. Being able to make cruddy ones, by the way, is actually a really big deal, because there is a lot of instances where you don't want to use one with these numbers on them. So, as an explanation for these numbers, because I feel like that might be needed, these determine like stats when using these for certain tools and rituals and stuff like that. Depending on what you use the crystal for, those stats might influence it. So it's kind of useful to be able to access them, or get like somewhat okay ones. Oh, it's daytime now. Boo. So where is the... I'm sure I had one that wasn't anything. Did it turn into something? It does. Purity 1, shape 2. If I put in the same one, shape 2. Okay. That's kind of even more broken, I guess. Well, that's actually almost problematic. Hello, Doctor. Yes, you can be heard. Well done. Okay, well, that makes things significantly easier. Alright, moving on. We need a light well, so that means we need... So this is why we need the rock crystal, for example. It's getting this stuff. So... we need 3 of the ruined marble. We need 2 chiseled marble. And then we need 2 aquamarines. Now if we go in here, got the crafting recipe, but actually I'm gonna move this upstairs a tad bit. I will mention this for now. I will be using this area as my kind of like base of operations. Okay, I need it to be nighttime. I'm just gonna quickly go back and sleep in a hammock. Because I think we should still be able to do this here. Yeah, so there we go. Now we can see how much we need. Whoops. Just easy getting up and down. So this mod is very reliant on it being nighttime for a long portion of its time. Now, that's going to be both really cool and really annoying. So, Hammock is going to be the best friend of this. Also keep in mind with like night cycles, it is the best when it is directly above you. At the midnight. Now it should be ready. Cool. And now it should start the crafting. Very pretty. And bada bing, bada boom, we can EMC the light well, because why the fuck wouldn't we be allowed to? So light wells are quite useful for a few things. I feel really bad for this mod right now. You know what? What I don't feel bad for is these zombies. So how about I rectify that? For you'll see, none of y'all buggers are very welcome here. I do want to mention this Astral Sorcery mod, as it stands now, is almost equivalent in strength to something like Draconic, which blows my mind that some mods can even do that, but hey. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these fellas, then we're going to get some aquamarines. We're going to plonk them into here. Now they're going to start generating starlight. The starlight fluid stuff. Yeah, liquid starlight. These have a chance of breaking, and the longer they're in, the greater the chance. Alright, where were you? I know you're close. I've noticed, by the way, with the bosses that if you move a little too far away from them, they just tend to despawn. And that was really bugging me, because they'd sometimes just despawn right next to my base because I was just that little bit too far away all of a sudden. Very stupid. Anyway, so these will start generating this fluid, which is going to be really essential for us. So, next thing we want is... So we've got all of the key stuff in here. Sooty marble is a very easy thing. We'll sort that out in a little bit. I do wish there was a back button in that. I really do. So that's the light well done. That's the properties, crystal modification. Now, crystal tools are really good, and they're insane. Like, they're awesome, and they're phenomenal, and I've completely ellipsed them in strength. Did I hear a potion? Oh, no, that's... See, so one of them is broken, and it's only given us this much. It's not that much. It's not a bad amount that it's given. It's just definitely could have been better. So, we're going to make... Did another one just break? Oh, and it's a little flare. Hello. These turn up, I believe, while you're doing stuff. Just randomly. They're very pretty. As is almost the rest of this mod. We're gonna want this for one simple reason. So we need okay. So what I believe I need to do with that is Nice, there we go. Is it just me or does that look wrong? I think something's been weird with it. Okay, well now that was just really close. Can y'all stop? There you are. There's one of you. Oh, by the way, I finished the stat upgrades for this. So now it does a bit more damage. Just a little. What is excessive? I don't know what excessive is. I think I just got rid of the part that he actually dropped that was good. All of them look damaged though. Wow, some of these are fucking useless. Oh my god, there's actually a little way marker here. That's stupid. See you later, angry wolf. I know what you wanted. You're gonna be hearing lightning a lot, I think. I'm just gonna drop these off, and I'm gonna make a rule that for now we leave that stuff alone, because I have got my final ancient armor tome done, so there's not much of a point in going much further with it. I'm gonna get rid of all of the rock crystals except for one for now. I don't like that this automatically puts it so high on the list. That's the wrong one. We don't want to go to the end. Oh, I should mention I did get my Dragon's Breath. That's how I got the sword upgrades. Again, all you need to do for Dragon's Breath, it's vanilla Minecraft. It's you use a glass bottle, and when the dragon breathes, and if you're wondering how to resurrect the Ender Dragon with this pack, you just need 4 end crystals, and you put them at north, like the compass points of the portal back home from the end. Anyway, I was trying to do stuff and I kept getting bloody taken off track. I'm going to clean up my inventory a tad bit. Okay, so what we want is logs. I believe that's how this is done. Yep. But we cannot thing. So what did we need this again for? We're making something. Astral Sorcery. Ah, yes. So we need 2 infused wood, 1 liquid bucket. Ah, that's right, yeah. You cannot put liquid into these, you can only pump liquid out. I plan on making some little automated stuff later for generating it. Nothing too amazing and surprising. Okay, so what else did we need for it? 1 aquamarine, 2 marble, and a gold ingot. I'm just gonna grab a stack of aquamarine. We're gonna probably fucking need it. And of course it's daytime now. I might set up a hammock over that end, I think. Might be a wise idea to set up a hammock over there. Either that or I just keep teleporting back and forth. It is daytime. Let me sleep. God damn, we're 40 minutes into this and I fucking haven't gotten anywhere in this goddamn mod. And I was hoping to get to perks before the end of this. Just enough so I can start farming them. Okay. You know what I could just do? We need wand again. Whoa. Pretty particles. They're kind of hidden a little bit by the thing. But now we have a Fossick resonator, which is going to be useful for setting up a more... There we go. There's one. I wonder if there's one near base. It's probably a wise thing to look up. It might dictate where I end up doing this in this area. There is, and there's one right here. Okay, I'll remind myself that that pillar there is a thing. So what I just found is called a blue star field. And blue star field has a very cool function. So with this altar, you can see that it's got like a charge underneath. As we get further and further in the mod, you're going to need... with the better tables, we're going to need more and more of said starlight. And one of the... Jeez, is a... Alright. One of the main things for that... that can improve it. So there's a few things that can improve it. First of all, nighttime. Second of all, height. If it's above 120 blocks, Y level 120, that's going to be a better altar. The next one that's basically the last kind of like easy answer. Well, hello. That seemed rude. Is exactly what we've found here, which is the starfields. They're really, really, they're not hugely rare, I would say, but they're definitely like something that, you treasure when you can find them in the right places. I'm quite glad I found one not too far from my base, and I will use that area as Astral Sorcery now, when I get to the point where we're going to use that. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to want to do is probably upgrade the altar. So Astral Relays are the other thing that we're going to do, but that's, again, next bit later down. Yeah, no, we're going to ignore that. So we need marble pillars, 4 of those, and chiseled marble. And we need a crystal. And another bucket. So, there. And now, if you look at that, we need a lot of starlight, and this is even at, like, peak hour. So, what we're going to do is we're going to make a really ugly looking setup. Dead in the center of here. I should mention going above 120 isn't, like, detrimental in any regard. However, it gains you no additional benefits. Like, you'd go, oh, well, maybe it keeps getting more and more amplified. No, it does not. So if we see, put it here, immediately filled up. And it's not even like peak hour anymore. So now you can see that the table's doing something a bit different now, because it upgraded. And now we have learned about attunement. It's only taken us an hour to get to attunement. Now, this is where we actually need to reconsider how we've done this. Because so I'm just going to clear this away because we quickly looked at it. It's an exploration. But we now need to do a multi-block structure. And this is what it looks like. Yes, you can click on it with this wand and it will give you this, which is kind of like a bit of a layout thing to show you kind of roughly what you're doing. So we need bricks, pillars, chiseled, and the other thing. These arcs. Chiseled, bricks, pillars, and we need sooty. Sooty. Sooty marble. Which I think we just need like normal sooty marble. So there you go. You saw the recipe really quickly there. Just a quick reminder, yes, you can still use this as a crafting table. Now, it's because you can see it's red, it's invalid. Oh, can I not use it now because it's thinged? This is painful. Because I don't think we needed to actually use... Yeah, we don't. I'm just gonna quickly dunk that into here. Grab out a stack. So you can actually see as well in the top bit, kind of hidden by the what am I looking at thing, how much progress I've made on actually assembling it correctly. So now we get the bricks out. Then we get the arcs and the chiseled. There is actually a nifty thing. If you're ever in creative mode, you can just click the altar and it will auto build this for you. I found that out via the guide that I was using for this information, just in general. So now you can see it's actually given to the next Y level with what's actually needed. So it actually shows you as kind of need to build it. It doesn't like overload you with the entire structure at once, which is kind of nice. So now the altar's ready. Now we're obviously bloody daytime again now. Where's the sun at? There. So we're going to rewind real quick, because it's rewind time after all. And bring our good friend the moon back. Now you can see very much this is quickly filling up. And we should have picked enough of a spot that, yeah, it's a really, really good build that we've done quickly here. Which again, we're going to do this at home with the final altar when we have the ability to more effectively maintain everything. There's also another few things that you're going to want it to be dead like midnight for like the enchantments, that we might get a little into that. I don't think this episode though. Because we can get some pretty powerful enchantments. So now we're going to want to get into attunement. In particular, we're going to want to get into starlight attunement and personal attunement. So starlight attunement requires us to build this. So we'll need blah. This crystal doesn't matter from memory. So gonna do that, put that to the side. And then what we need for the astral relays, because we're gonna actually need a few of these. So any planks, marble, gold, and a glass lens, and that's glass panes. This is gonna be annoying because we actually have to do like a little bit of glass panes are really a pain to work with around EMC, because they're not EMCable. So I'm just going to be a little excessive. As I make the first little few glass lenses. And that's 31 of them. Oh, fuck off. The reason why I'm annoyed at it is because I'm itching to go chase them. Okay, so what did we need as well for the astral relay? Marble and gold ingots. Do we have base marble still in our inventory? We do. Gold nuggets. That was, and planks, that was the other thing, that's right. And the best part about these fellas is that we're gonna be able to even see them. I'm just gonna toss that off for now. I can see it. Oh, tempting. No. Okay, for now we're gonna make a really quick attunement altar. So we need the ruined marble, which is the one we don't have on us. Aquamarine, star metal, that's right, we gotta... So, I talked earlier about how we needed, this iron. Well, how about I show why we needed this iron? Do I need to make the linking wand for this? I think I do. Let it rewind for a second while I set up for that. So the linking tool is a crystal, sticks, wood. Doesn't really matter about the tool stuff. 2 aquamarine, and it's just logs. Okay, linking tool, there we are. That's CMCable. Did I teach that earlier? I don't know. It is now. Okay. There we go. You can already probably guess there's a lot of ways to automate this. I already have a couple in mind. However, they require slightly later content. So, these are your star metal ingots. Okay, well, I gotta kill this one. He spawns right in front of me. He's an Enderman one. Like, sue me. It's mythic items after all. So we're going to quickly head back to home and smelt these ingots up. Without dropping my sword this time. Pick it up. There we go. Now, yes, these aren't EMCable, but that's kind of just genuinely the problem that we're going to have is that iron ore is going to become quite the essential thing. So we were in the midst of making the attunement altar, so that should be everything for it. I kind of want to just grab a couple more of these. Gonna need them anyway. I've only got one aquamarine on me, that would explain it. Didn't like it, does it? Okay, yeah. That, and that. No, sorry, it's there. There we are. Boom, attunement altar. So, Karma. This doesn't matter where we craft this, so I'm going to craft this close to this area. Again, very temporarily intended. And you can do that yet again to see the blocks and everything. And it also shows up with red when there's interseeding. You can't really tell it with the black, but there's a little bit of a red tinge. Okay. Whoops, I'm gonna need those again in a minute, but we'll get them again in a minute, I guess. Okay, so we need sooty marble. Quite a bit. Oh, game. Sure you'll figure it out. There you go. Now, one thing that was not the case in the past, and I remember this very clearly, is because I fucked up a few times with this. These altars are a lot more responsive now. Do you mind? Responsive. That's not the right word. They do better with cosmetics and such now. In the past, if you had basically something that came into its general multi-block area that wasn't intended to be there, it would just completely null and void the multi-block. Now it's a lot nicer about it, so you can actually make these a little bit more pretty. However, this specific altar that we're doing right now, the attunement one, you're gonna want to keep it as clear as you can for a few reasons. Because that they might come to be important when I explain it a bit more when we get finally to what I'm actually doing all this for. Oh, hello. You're uncommon, fuck off. Oh, you're uncommon. How dare you sully my blade. I don't even care. Fuck it. More than I definitely needed, but hey. I'll set up interdiction torches in a little bit, because it shouldn't interfere with the particles of this mod. I need these, I believe. There is a lot of tools by this. Do you fucking mind? Even inside of Astral Sorcery, there's a lot of tools at this point that can actually help you build these altars a lot faster. There is kind of like building wands inside of it and replacing blocks and stuff like that. So it's really, really good. However, I just have this weird thing about multi-blocks and that I would prefer to make sure I do them 100% myself manually, just because I've had so many poor experiences with them. Not working. And we need some pillars. Can see at the top again, we're almost done. And it's chiseled, finished off. And you should see, bump, done. Now there's these glowing particles here to indicate that it's actually done. Okay, so next what we're gonna need. So the important part of what I'm about to do next is you actually need to use the correct constellation for what you're wanting. Now, I have to pull up my fucking thing for it. So the three options are relative to kind of what they talk about in the constellations here. Don't get access to it yet, but that's because I've not actually gone searching for them because I'm a terrible person. I need to do that actually from memory. I need to make a looking glass. Ugh. So let's make a looking glass real quick, because we should probably just have that. So we need wooden plank. We'll also upgrade it to a telescope afterwards, so we'll need another wooden plank. Man, I can't wait to make it an observatory. As you can see, the recipes get a tad bit more complex. Sticks. Yeah, good bit of sticks. 3 for that one, and then 4 for that one. Gold, 2 gold for that. 1 gold for that, and one of the glass lenses. Now, unsurprisingly, just gonna kick this into overdrive a tad. So, if I remember the recipe for the thing, it should be that. Right? Boom. Keep in mind that it was from an earlier level, so it's not surprising it took no time whatsoever. Then we're going to want to just immediately... I got the number wrong. Of course I did. Immediately upgrade this because this is better. I like this, but this is better. It's not even a joke. This is just the superior thing. Just how... I don't know if I can say this. The observatory is strictly better than the telescope. What the telescope does is really, really useful for the mid-game aspects of it, but you need the observatory for the late game. We're going to actually put it up here, because this will be a safer spot for it. So we're going to go here. So we've got a constellation here. Now I can't tell which one it is. 2 top, 2 side, 2 there. This one. So up the top, triangle there. So if you click and hold, you can draw between the stars, and you need to do this to truly unlock the thing. So it should be that. Hey, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. So we've discovered one of the constellations. I believe that's the only constellation we can see at this stage. Yeah. So now, permanently in the sky, we're going to see that. This is why shader packs don't work with this mod pack, by the way. It's because it changes the sky. If you ever wondered. So now if we click here, you can actually see traits about it. And you can see like a ritual effect and stuff. So it also, this shows here, it only turns up in these, this time. So when it's gone from full moon to new moon. What we want is this one. Which I can't remember what moon it's for, that one. Well, time to start skipping. And you can also see, by the way, when we click on it, it actually turns around and points in the direction where the stars are. But like certain ones are also only available at certain times from memory. But as you see, as the day comes in, you can't see the stars because it gets overpowered by the really big star. Who would have guessed? Go on now. Get. I don't see the moon yet. There he is. Now you can start seeing the stars returning. Now we've got a new one that's turned up. Too close. Too close, and then a line. That, I think, is that one. Is it not? Am I missing something? I guess it, no, because one, two, three, four, five, six. I don't think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That does 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So unless it's this one, it can't. It has to be this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unless I'm actually missing a star. No, it was just being weird. Okay, there we go. Constellation, and now we've unlocked this one, which is motion. Now this this one's really quite funny for what it's gonna do for us. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over to here. Now you see how it's really pretty and it's kind of almost starlighty. Well, what if it's more than just starlighty? So what if we take our shield off, put this in our offhand. I said put this in our offhand. And then we see where these are and put little relays in these locations. It's kind of cool, but doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Except all of a sudden, we've made the constellation on the thing. So what does this do? I'm pretty sure it's not intended to make it rain, but hey. What we can do is stand in the middle of this. And it's a little jittery, gotta give it some room. Right now, I'm absorbing the star's power because I'm just that stupid. I'm consuming the beautifulness of the sky. I just want to stress, this is way more jittery on my screen than it is on the stream. Do not know why. And boom, I can see the light. Now, if I hold this, you see all of a sudden there's a bar in the top left. What is that? And a new thing's turned up. It's perks. What is that? Oh my god. What is that? Well, now we have perks. See, 10% bonus movement speed and gain experience while moving around. That's so useful. Except it actually really is, because this works with flying. And we have quite the speed at this stage. So we can actually generate quite a bit of EXP quite quickly. So, as proof of that, just pure and simply from us flying around kind of stupidly, we've already gained a level. Now, this is why I wanted this one, because you inherently move in Minecraft, whereas a couple of the other conditions, you kind of got to go out of your way for a little bit. Now, if I go back into perks and scroll out, this is the perk tree. If you've ever played a game called Path of Exile, you'll recognize this and be, oh lordy. There is all sorts of special unlocks that you can get in here that give you specialized effects, and then there's just some that are really good. Each of these internal 5 spots is one that you can choose as a kind of like the route, as you see. This is where we can start from. You can tell that I've not unlocked all of these, but this one gives us armor. This one is the Avitus one, which gives us health. And it's all about like building. This one is Evorsio, I believe. Yeah, Evorsio, which is all about like range and mining. And this one is Discardia, which is about damage. Gives you physical and like both melee and ranged damages. Now these are stuff that we're not going to see for a very long time, these little outer ones, but they're related to some later on constellations that we will find. But we've gone with this one because all of the conditions for leveling up relative to what they do. So you can see the armor one is about defense, and to gain experience you need to take damage. For this one, to gain health you need to place blocks. For this one, for mining I believe it's breaking blocks, and for this one it's just killing things, and you get both melee and ranged damage bonuses. Now there's all sorts of stuff in here, including even gem sockets, which, again, I must stress, if you know anything about Path of Exile, you'll kind of see where this is going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my first one and get a bit of dodge chance. Then spend my second one, get another bit of dodge chance. Because I'm going to go here. Now I already have a little thing on my other screen telling me what route I'm going to go, but there are ways to reset this if need be. Because it is true, sometimes you don't want those, and you can like completely tear yourself out. At this stage, that's the best you can do. Much later, however, you're going to see things where we can transfer between changing to a different route or the same route and just refresh where the points are, like reset all the points back to our inventory, sort of thing. So that is the big thing. Now, I cannot stress enough, there is a lot of powerful effects in here. We're going to be looking at ones like this one here, which is going to be really good. So it's adding maximum life, but it also gives healing as damage dealt. I believe in total we're going to get something close to 6.2%, because we get these here. So this gives us 2.5%. However, there are things which is increase the effectiveness of your perks. There's also, like, I believe there's this one here, which just gives you percentage maximum life. There's here, we get armor, max life, but you decrease a little bit of your movement speed. There's also other ones where it gives you, like, level of smite. This means any weapon, anything you have, anything you hit with will have +1 smite. Just permanently. Same with sweeping edge, and it also works on range attacks with this effect. You can also get one like this, which is added mining size, so it means that inherently you would mine in a 3x3, not just a typical, like, one block. There is a button for disabling these perks. I don't know what I've bound it to at the moment, so, like, if you do not want to mine in a 3x3, it makes a lot of sense. You might go there. Now, I should stress, you do gain EXP at all times when you're doing the actions that are, you gain it from. Now, I should also mention, if you get another route, you gain that route. Like, it's just how it is. It's just how you get it. You don't, like, miss out on stuff, so you do gain the EXP from that stuff as well. However, while you're holding the Astral Tome, you do actually get to see what your level is. So for now, what the big goal is to try and get up a good fair few. And our aim is to be going over to Apotheosis once we also discover it, so we can actually use it, because that gives us levels by placing blocks, which means I get levels for placing blocks and moving around, which I must stress I do a lot off camera. So, if you're wondering again why I've been holding off on doing any building, this is why. Is because I found out about this and I decided this would be a good idea. Now, technically I've been holding off on building for a lot longer than I found out about this, but this is the main reason why I've not done anything in the last good while. So now I've got 2 perk points, so I'm going to take up a gem slot, which gives me nothing at this stage, because as you can see here, you do not have any gems in your inventory. I don't think we can get into gems today. We might be able to. They're a little bit of a longer process, is the problem. And I need to do a bit of memory game with it. Bugger off. Just gonna do that because I said I would. So now we've got this infusion altar, which is actually really, really useful for a lot of other things, but this is what we've used it for now. Again, I will be moving my setup once I get to the point where I can effectively move my setup, because the problem is I kind of am stuck to the areas around this collector crystal, because it is really, really useful. But yeah, we'll be sorting that out in the near enough future. Now I'm gonna fast forward and try and get the next day and get the constellation. You know what? I could have just sleep for it, can't I? Go home, go to the hammock. But now that I have this, it means, like, again, moving around just gives me XP. The warp points like that do not count. It is not teleportation, it is movement. So it's very, very specific on that, because if I hold the book out, you can see I'm 4 and a bit. If we go to stars, I'm still 4 and a bit. Nothing's changed. Okay, what is this one? We've got 2 really close to the bottom there. Is it this one? Yeah, I think it's that one. Which is... Why is it not working? If you screw up, you can just kind of come out of the menu like that by right-clicking. There we go. So this is the one we wanted to get. Ooh, and here's another one. This one is the... I know which one this is. It's this one. Yeah. So it's a line down, then this to this, 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 and then this to this. And then, cool, we can get the last one as well, which is forking sort of thing. Right. Is that what that one is? Or have I forgotten that I've unlocked other ones? No, that's right. No, that's definitely not right. Yeah, there's no way this is that one. Where is my other bag? Like, it's clearly got to be one of those. Ooh, also, again, reminder, you can see them in the sky. It's got to be this one. So, kind of like an iron. Gotta squint sometimes. So I should mention, this one isn't available until you get this telescope. Ooh, which one's this one? Is it that one? No. Could be this one. No. Then it's this one. Or is it again another one we haven't actually got yet? Bugger. I don't think I've got that one. This one. 2 big bots at the bottom. That. That's definitely this one. Yeah. What are you? Oh, you the horseshoe one? Which is just like... Yeah. Oh fuck, there's another one. Alright, oh, I think this is the other tier 1 that I haven't done. That. I am terrible with drawing with a mouse. There we go. Aversio. So there's this one, which I don't know at this stage. It's a kite, I swear. I could guess for ages and I'd probably not get any closer to it. Because it's clearly not one of the ones I have. Because that all I have left is this one. But yeah, no, so now we've got like more info on these ones. Heat. Get it. That's a 9, so yeah, makes sense. But yeah, so if I go to perks now and scroll out a little bit, you can see +2 maximum life, gain experience with blocks, +1 reach, gain experience by breaking blocks, 10% to more damage and projectile damage, gain experience by dealing damage. And then if I look, yeah, these are still, this is the last tier of things. The focuses, I believe, is what they're called. We're not going to be seeing them for a good while. So now, again, the sky is filled with a lot more constellations, and they're going to be permanently there, which is very, very pretty to see, I have to say. So now I kind of want to just equip anything that will give me my absurd movement speeds and stuff like that, and start working at that, because, well, now I have bonus movement speed and get benefits for it. Though sadly enough, we're not going to be seeing huge, amazing strengths for a good while. Also should mention your up and down do not care for your experience. So like if I hold this and go up, you can see nothing's changing, but at the moment I go forward, you can see it tick up. So up and down don't care, but it's your horizontal movement, I guess. Though I wouldn't say that, because you can be going up blocks, but you need horizontal motion for it to count. But the fact that flying counts is a big plus. The other benefit we have is that in the perk tree, there's a lot of things that we would normally be considered really, really strong, but we circumvent because we have other mods giving us equal strength, if not better strength. One example is uphill step assist. One is like hunger related, and it doesn't mean that you don't hunger as much, which we don't need to worry about because we inherently never get hungry. aside from that, I don't know if there's anything significant really to look at. I'm gonna be just like playing around and leveling up as I go off camera, and I'm going to start prepping for the Astral Sorcery back home as well, now that I can do that once I hit the Avitus route, which is going to take a while, because basically, if you're wondering, the route is going to be to going to here, then going up one to the gem slocket, and then going down here, because this gives reach and max life, whereas this gives armor and max life, and I would prefer getting additional armor, because off the top of my head, I can actually show the stat calculations if so inclined. Give me a split second. Where is my window capture properties? Nope, not that one. This one. And then if I reveal it and fit to screen, so this is a little website that I found called Astral Sorcery Perk Planner. It's basically, you can kind of search in things that you want to look for, and you get to see what everything is. This is more or less my intention. Now, I want to mention here, you start with 40 points in this, and you can see I've got plus 60. By default, the game actually gives you 50 perks, perk points, and levels, I should say. However, I have made the executive decision that can be hugely disagreed with, to give me the ability to get to 100. However, I want to stress the only reason why I would make the argument of me being allowed to get to 100 is pure and simply, have you seen what I'm fighting? This stuff is going to take me forever to level up. Like, this is not going to happen in the near future. My intention is to get to Avitus and then work my way over to Amara, and then get stuff like Vitality, Adaptive, and Vampirism. That's it. And then after that, I will try and make my way over to over here to get the damage upgrades. I'm here for the tank upgrades, and the fact that like almost all of the upgrades I got are related in some way to giving me life or armor is kind of my point. Now, these stats here are all the base stats that I am going after. I'm also going to eventually, for a late game thing, get Culling Strike, however, with the reservation that I might have to get rid of it, because I do not know how it will interact with certain mechanics that exist in the game. For example, bosses of other mod packs, like the Ice and Fire Dragons, is it just going to delete it at 15% and then mean I don't get thing? Because if you're wondering, enemies hit below 15% of their maximum life are instantly killed. So what happens there? I think it would be really, really awesome, but I also acknowledge that it potentially could just be problematic, and that's why I'd be willing to get rid of it. There's also like bleeding that I'm tempted to get. Lightning arc sounds kind of cool as well, but I don't know how well that will work. There's all sorts of stuff. This tree is really extensive, and even with 40 or 50 points, I'm sure you could make a really fascinating build. I mean, the only reason I wanted the 100 points is so I can get up to here, in this area. Because I'm gonna be honest, I think I was just able to get Vampirism with 40 while getting these. I had to, I think, skip out on like Adaptive, because I still want to get the Focus Vorix, which I'm not going to go into too much because those are the ones that are late game. But I thought I would quickly show what I'm like looking at off to the right here when it comes to the perks and seeing like where I need to go with them. I'm also not too happy about getting mining speed because I've already got an insane mining speed and it's extremely dangerous to keep upping that up because it potentially could mean I could instantly destroy large portions of area when I want precision mining, which would mean I would potentially have to consider getting a weaker pickaxe, which sounds really stupid, and I still hate that I might have to do this no matter what. But again, like you can see, just moving around like this is leveling me up quite a bit. I think, yeah, I don't think we're going to go any further with anything because there's a lot of things to go into. Like Astral Sorcery is going to take me like, even with off-camera work, I would hazard to say it will be a 3-stream thing, including this stream. Because just pure and simply, like, I'm not going to max out the level in the time it takes me to do all of this. Like, it takes a reasonable enough amount of time to get to 40 or 50, which, again, is really quite already absurd. And the fact that I'm going to get almost all my key defensive stuff by that stage means that I'm good. Then other than that, I mean, again, there's just going to be upgrading the altars, getting the latest stuff. I'm probably not going to go and get like a mantle of the stars. I might make one, but I don't think I'm going to use one because that takes up the chest slot. And that means it needs to somehow be better than the living chest plate, which is not likely in the simplest argument. Besides that, I don't think there's all that much that this mod has to offer that's better, but the perks are the main thing. So again, my fault for not remembering that some of the other mods have stuff like this. I also would like to, while doing, once I've done Astral Sorcery, potentially have a look at Ars Nouveau. I might do that in between no matter what, in my free time, to see like what it has to offer in terms of defensive stuff as well. If anyone else has got any other suggestions, I'm just, again, going to keep running around and leveling up my character for a while, until I can get blocks placing, and then I'm going to start building stuff back home. Like, I'm going to prep for an observatory thing and make it as pretty as I can and all that, and I'll try and next time I think I'm going to try and push and finish off the attunement area, get to like the celestial altar, and I mean, so we could, I could also try and do dynamism gems, but I want to get to the next area and start getting the stuff sorted inside of that, because that's when I can start really making like the late game, like the transitioning to late game stuff, and it means I can make quite an easy setup back home instead of here. And I can start like really automating a lot of things as well, which is the big thing that I want to do. I feel like that's kind of reasonable. Aside from that, yeah, no, it's about to hit another level. Nice. So we've got now 2 perk points while I've just been talking. So mining speed increase, and then effectiveness of perks. I would like, much like how that website had it, like a way of seeing the list of like all of the benefits that you do have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 8. I need to be level 16 before I can get that. So I'm gonna probably head back to my base now. Does running into a wall count? No. I mean, that makes sense. It's kind of blocks traveled. I'm guessing is what it's kind of tracking. Or along those sorts of lines. I don't think there's anything else to really report from the home setting. Other than, I think I mentioned very briefly at the very beginning, I obtained the last ancient armor piece that I needed to now have enough for all of my armor to now be ancient affixed. So I'm going to start really upgrading these and cleaning them up and getting them to be the best that they possibly can. And then I don't think there's anything else I can really do at this stage. Like, again, this is a lot to clean up because I've kind of given up on keeping it as clean as I had. Because I ran out of levels while I was disenchanting a bunch and I fucking around with it all. You can see I did a little bit of level farming with a quick use of a charm of knowledge. I left it on this morning for I think like an hour or two and let it run through most of it. I'm gonna do that a few more times, and yeah, no, that did result in basically over 1,000 levels. So it is a good setup. I do think that the end farm's probably better, like the old make the Enderman spawn in a very specific spot and all that sort of stuff. And I would also hazard to say that one has less error room for it, if done correctly, which I will look up a guide for that at some point. And actually, you know, I might do that very soon, because we can do that. I think that's the thing that I'm kind of thinking on. Yeah, I might do that in the nearer future, but we'll do Astral for now. Get that done, and yeah. So thank you very much for watching. If you either watch during the stream or if you watch at a later stage via the VOD on YouTube, it'd be very much appreciated. And if you're enjoying this video or this content, leaving a like and comment would be very, very helpful for the video and for me. And it would show me the interest that you have in said content. As well as that, if you want to follow along with more of the series and all of the other stuff I'm doing, because it's kind of half guide, half watch me bugger around, then I would recommend to possibly subscribing to the channel. We've also got a couple of other series going on at the moment, though a couple of them are on hold as of at this stage. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'll be playing if I'm streaming. I will see. Just gotta see how things are going. Again, you'll hear closer to the time. It'll either be Minecraft or Deep Rock Galactic. Aside from that, thank you very much yet again, and I will say goodbye, and that is all. Yeet.